Welcome back. Now let us start learning the application of the few things which you have already learned. And let's start with supervised machine learning. So supervised is an English word where it simply says that you're trying to guide someone how to do the work. That is what here also we say. So we try to teach the machine and we provide a set of the data which is already happened in the past, and this works in this fashion that this is the data of which has already been done. So it is like y equal to fx and y is the outcome. So outcome, if you recollect, in case of machine learning it is dependent variable. So in case of supervised learning there is something called dependent variable or output variable, or people use the different terms, and this depends upon a set of the input variables. This input variable is called independent variable in machine learning, okay, because all of those features have been captured independently. So, and this is what the essence of the supervised machine learning. This can be grouped into the two things. One is called regression, another called classification. And in case of regression and classification, that I'll define little bit later from now. So it has a similar pattern that you have the past data with outcome, basically that dependent variable is there. You make it two parts. One is training, one is a test. Training set you give it to the machine learn itself, and test set has not been seen by your machine. So your test set you give it to your model and it predicts. Then you have the actual from the test plus the prediction. Then you try to see how good your prediction is. This is a very simple workflow that is there for the both regression and classification. Now coming back, now let us go and define the regression. In case of regression, when the output variable or dependent variable is of real value, like your salary, share price, any kind of price, that is a numeric basically. So whenever you have the numeric outcome, that becomes the regression problem. And so let us go and start see how to do the regression. Any kind of supervised things you can do in a few steps. Then something called pre-processing. Before you go ahead and start building the model, you need to prepare your data. And in the prepare your data, you have to take care of few things. The first is missing data, and the missing data we have discussed as well. But in case of missing data, let me explain you that wherever there is a missing data, first of all try to talk to the source or the person who has given you the data. Try to see if they can give you the complete data. If not, then try to see why some data is missing. Is there any trend for it? Is there any way through which you can find it out, and so on? Or is there any business justification of missing data, and so on? If you can identify, then try to fill the missing data accordingly. And in the worst case, nothing works out, and see how much missing data you have. And as per industry standard, if you have say single digit missing data, it means around say 5-6%, then try to remove as well. Okay, so those observations you can remove. So that is the missing data. Now transformation. Transformation is again have been found by the English word transform. Transform is from conversion from one form to another form, and this one we have seen in our foundation part as well. Let me give you again a simple example which is very much easy to explain. See your date of birth. Date of birth as it is, it not easily understandable by many of the algorithm, but if you can extract few information which makes sense. The first one, like age. If you want to find it out the age, then the today minus your date of birth become your age. If you extract the month information, then they know that which month you have taken birth. If you extract the date, which day you have taken birth and so on, from your date of birth, zodiac sign can be figured it out. It can be also figured out with many other information which could be useful. So you are using the existing one feature or set of the features to derive something. That is a transformation. And the third is feature engineering. This third is your feature engineering. Feature engineering is creation of a new feature based on the existing feature or through some other way. So it is a creation of new feature. And generally feature engineering comes from the business understanding. When you understand that, okay, these are the set of the feature list is fine, but we can derive the new features, that is the having a different formula or different way. That is a feature engineering. Fourth one is interaction. Interaction is called like many models are very smart enough to understand the impact of each and every features one by one. But when it becomes two together, then the impact is different. So let me explain you. If you see the many country has the different income tax rate for the different kind of people. As per your gender, as per your age, and so on. So what it means that if I say your age is 50, then you have a definitely one income tax rate. But when I say as age 50 and say gender female, then definitely you have a different income tax rate. So these are the two different features when coming together, having a different meaning. Individually it has a different meaning, but when these two are taken together, it has a different meaning. That is what called the interactions. And in industry I have seen interactions generally for the two features. Although see, theoretically it is possible even for three, but somehow it becomes very difficult to explain and difficult to even put it in an English word, the three features together. Collinearity. Collinearity means varying the two features together or in a just opposite way. So we have already seen the correlation where we saw how these things really differ from other one. Okay, and just to let you know, these are the things you should know it. Not necessarily you will be doing everything on your own, because you will be learning many of the advanced techniques that can take care of these things on their own. So you don't have to do it, but at least you should be aware of these concepts. Okay, thanks for watching it. See you in the next one.